Hey everyone, it's Amy, Old Book New Look. Today is Saturday, September 29th, 2012. I want to introduce myself for people that maybe have never watched my videos before. My name's Amy. I make videos as Old Book New Look on YouTube. I had Roux-en-Y gastric bypass surgery July 25th, 2011. So much to say, but I am very happy with the results from my gastric bypass surgery and the hard work that I've put into it. Around this time last year, in the fall of 2011, I had lost some weight since my gastric bypass. When I started, before my gastric bypass, before I tried to start losing the pre-op weight that was required, my highest recorded weight was 330 pounds. In fall of last year, around this time last year, I would say I was around 250, and really working hard to make exercise a part of my everyday life. And I was doing a lot of walking on the treadmill, doing a lot of Zumba, but one day while I was walking on the treadmill, I decided that I would try. I thought to myself, I wonder how far I could run if I tried to run. And so I tried running on the treadmill, and I ran for about 20 seconds before I felt like I was going to die. And in the past, I mean, I've never been a runner, even in my younger years when I was not morbidly obese. Growing up, I just was never a runner. We had to do it in school, and it was torture to me. It was embarrassing because I thought I couldn't do it. So normally, running for 20 seconds and feeling like I was going to die in the past would have been very embarrassing for me. I would have beaten myself up over it. I would have just given up. But that time, last fall, I mean, I had lost so much weight, and I thought, you know what? I'm 30 years old. Instead of giving up, I'm going to try it again. And so I did, and I tried it again, and the next time I think I went 25 seconds before feeling like I was going to die, and having to stop. But I realized, maybe it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Maybe I don't have to be really good at something right away. Maybe this is something that I can work on and I can get better at. So over the course of the fall and the winter, I kept at it. Every time I walked on the treadmill, I would try little spurts of running, and I would work on just making those spurts of running a little bit longer time-wise. And it got to the point where I could run a mile. I could very slowly run an entire mile. And so I set a new goal, and I said, I'm going to make my goal is to get my 1 mile under 12 minutes. And so I worked really hard on that in the winter, and I met that goal, and I thought, wow, I think I could try to run a 5K. And so I worked on that. That was my next thing, was trying to be able to run for an entire 3.1 miles without walking. That was my big goal. And I met that goal in March of this year. In the spring, I signed up for my first 5K, and up to that point, I had been solely running on a treadmill. So my first 5K was out. It was in the Old Port in Portland, Maine. I live in Maine, and it was cold. There was snow on the ground. But my goal for that day was to be able to run the entire thing. I didn't care about how fast or how slow. I just wanted to be able to run without having to stop to walk for the entire 3.1 miles, and I did it. And that was the start of my love for running. From there, springtime in Maine, got warmer, I was able to start running outside instead of being on the treadmill all the time, and that's where I really fell in love with it. I just love being able to go out in my town, and there are some beautiful areas out here just being outside and enjoying the scenes and all the things that I think about while I'm running, I really enjoy. I feel like it's helped me process a lot of things related to my weight loss and keeping my weight off and just thinking about things in general and stress management and all kinds of things, so many benefits. And from there I kept doing 5Ks. My goals started being more time related. I have sub 30 minutes on my 5Ks, which when I started I think I was around 45 minutes for my 5Ks, I think. So, I mean, I'm still, every day I'm setting goals, and I love it. This past summer, this past summer I got involved with a group called Girls on the Run. It's an organization, it's a national organization. You may have heard it before if you're in different parts of the country. It's been around for quite a while, I think 1996. But it is a group, it teaches young girls in grades 3 through 5, and they also have a middle school program, but the one that I'm involved in right now, grades 3 through 5, teaches them healthy habits, healthy nutrition, healthy exercise habits. There's an actual curriculum with lessons on things, things that help them in positive thinking, turning off negative self-talk, positive ways to deal with things and make positive choices in the face of peer pressure, drugs, alcohol, sex, things that unfortunately 3rd to 5th grader girls are having to face already. But it also helps teach them teamwork and being encouraging and positive to others their age, as well as themselves. And throughout it's a 10-week program up here in Maine because our winters are, I think it's maybe a 12-week program in other parts of the country, but in 10 weeks, throughout the 10 weeks, we use the curriculum and we teach them these lessons, and they also, at the end of each meeting, we work on running together. And throughout the 10 weeks, we work our way up to running a 5K at the end of the 10 weeks together. And it's awesome to see. I mean, this is Maine's first run of this program, and I'm one of the coaches, and it is awesome. We've only been doing this as our 3rd week, and it's amazing to see the changes in these girls' confidence already, and their attitudes and the way they treat each other and the way they think about themselves. And it's an awesome organization. I'm very passionate about it, and I'm so happy that I'm involved in it, and I'm also so happy that it's finally being offered in Maine. And I'm really, really happy and grateful that these girls are being exposed to this program. I so wish that this program had been around when I was that age. It makes that much of an impact. I think it really would have made an impact on my life. And so, the reason I'm making this video, sorry for the long way to get here, but I am running my first half marathon tomorrow. And I am running as a Girls on the Run soulmate, which means, and it's SOLMATE, soulmate, get it? It means that I'm running it as a fundraising event to raise money for Girls on the Run. Girls on the Run is a nonprofit organization. It's entirely run by volunteers in Maine, and we need help. It's a new program. The program takes a lot of money to be able to run for the girls. We do a 5K at the end of each session. That takes a lot of money to run and to take care of. And also the program itself, there's a lot of materials, teaching materials that are needed. So I am running it as a soulmate tomorrow, my first half marathon. I cannot believe I'm going to be running a half marathon. But part of what is really making me excited about running this half marathon is that I've been selling my miles. A half marathon is 13.1 miles long, and so am selling each of my miles for $25, selling my miles. Really, it's a donation to Girls on the Run, so that each one of the 13 miles I'm going to be running tomorrow is going to represent a donation to Girls on the Run, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. I'm making this video now because it's the day before my half marathon and I still have 3 miles left that haven't been sold. So I'm coming on to plead. The weight loss surgery community has already been very supportive in me in this, and I've had several people, Carrie Bell, Jennifer Ashton, Doug Johnson, who makes videos as Inspector 941, I think, Jillian O'Malley, she has a blog, Fatty to Iron Man, and she also makes some videos, and she's kind of like my run-spiration, and Shannon Michelle Brooker, all people that I've met through YouTube, and those 5 people have bought 5 of my miles, and I'm so grateful. You have no idea how much this means to me. I'm really passionate about this program. And so I've come on to ask if there are 3 more of you out there that might be interested in donating to Girls on the Run. I will link my fundraising page to the bottom bar. If you're interested, it would boost my confidence so much, and boost my I just would feel so good about knowing that all 13 of my miles would represent a donation to Girls on the Run. So if you're able to, I would be ever so grateful. And I'm on my way right now. I'm on my way out. I have my Girls on the Run shirt on. This is Ask Me About Girls on the Run. There's an expo the day before the half marathon. It's the main half marathon. They do a full and a half, and they have an expo. Can you see me? Set up, and Girls on the Run has a table set up to help spread the word about Girls on the Run. We're going to try to expand to more. Right now we're just in one school for this fall, and we're hoping to expand to more school districts in the spring. So I'm going to go help out at the table for a little while and pick up my bib. And so anyway, that's where I'm heading. Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry for coming on and well, I'm not sorry. It's an awesome organization. I really feel strongly about it, and I know that there are others out there that feel the same way. So thank you so much, and I'll let you know how tomorrow goes. Bye.